us on Facebook at Daunta Along. Follow us on Instagram at Daunta Long. Follow us on YouTube at Daunta Along. Thank you for tuning in to Long Talk.
Good evening, and welcome to Long Talk once again. What a great joy and a privilege it is to have yet another opportunity to come before you, wherever you are tonight, to engage you in this long talk and this time in which we set aside to have effective communication, because here at Long Talk, we believe that effective communication takes time. And so tonight, we're so grateful to have yet another time to do so. And as always, I will ask you, please connect with us. Many of you that are watching, perhaps this is your very first time and you have not connected with us. We want you to connect to the Long Talk family. So please do us a favor and just connect with us here on Facebook at Daunta Long, or do so at Instagram or on YouTube or on Twitter. All of these platforms you can find the Long Talk, and subscribe, do a watch party, share, send it along to somebody else, however you need to. But we wish to have you, first of all, connect. And if you don't mind, share it with others. All right. And thank you in advance so much for doing that on tonight. Listen, friends, boy, we've been running, as the old folks say, like a chicken with our head cut off. Please don't report me to the animal rights people. Just an old saying. But we've been running non-stop, and the reason why we've been running at an accelerated rate is because we are indeed in the middle of what we know as election season. You're saying, but the general election was on November 3rd. You're right, but here in Georgia, we are once again in the active election season. And so on yesterday, we kicked off our early voting. We kicked off our early voting, and so we are asking each person to please come and take advantage of early voting at your local precinct, wherever you are in the state of Georgia. And you can go ahead and early vote. If you don't choose to do that, of course, a couple of weeks ago, you could have began, and you can still do so. You can go ahead and fill out that absentee ballot and mail it in. But we need you, family. I'm talking to you now. I need you, your brother. I need you to get out this week. I don't want you. Yes, you can do it next week, but be honest. You're going to be in full holiday mode. You're going to be shopping. You're going to be making food. You're going to be receiving family and friends. And you know how it is during the holidays. We're family. Let's be honest with one another. This is why I need you to do it this week. Today is Tuesday. Polls have already closed, but tomorrow, Wednesday, listen, if you need to take a long lunch break, go to the local precinct, cast that ballot like you did during the general election, because we want to get out in record numbers, absolute record numbers. If I can be honest with you, I've heard what the others are saying. Listen, we don't come out during special elections. I heard that so many times just this morning. But Long Talk family, I need you to prove the naysayers wrong once again. Get out and early vote, all right? Thank you so much for doing that. All right, listen, we've got a long talk for you on this evening, and this long talk is going to really help many of you save a lot of money this holiday season. And so tonight, I want you to go ahead and tell everybody. Call your mother, call your wife, call auntie, call cuz, call grandmama, call big mama, call everybody, and tell them they want to tune in to Long Talk tonight, because we're going to be talking about holiday shopping on a budget, We know that COVID has caused a lot of people to scale back. A lot of people have lost jobs. A lot of people are facing economic hardships. And so that does not mean that Christmas is not going to present its own challenges as it does each year. You know you need to buy those toys. You know you need to get that loved one a gift. But this year, we know that the coins are few. So, because of this long talk, tonight, our guest is back with us. She's been helping us in our Healthy Holiday series. Long talk. Come on, welcome our sister back. Please help me welcome tonight. Yes, I'm talking about the life coach, our resident life coach right here on Long Talk, Miss Monica Jackson. Good evening, Monica. How are you?
Everybody, I am doing well, Dante. So glad to be joining with you. I'm also glad to be connecting with our online audience. If you are seeing this video for the first time or this Facebook Live, we want to encourage you to click like and share. Click like and share. I hope you've had a fabulous day, and I hope you are ready for the holidays. Good evening, everyone.
Monica, it's been a weekend of celebration. As you know, I turned 40 over the weekend. And
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
well, thank you, Monica. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But you know how it is being a December baby. We get kind of we family. We get kind of shafted because we know Christmas is just a few days away. It's not even around the corner. It's just a few small days away. And so people tend to skimp on the birthday gifts because Christmas is here. And so tonight, I don't know if my family's watching. I'm not throwing no shade, but tonight, Monica, I want to just jump right in and ask you, can you give us any tips to save some money during this holiday season this year?
Absolutely. And just before we started getting into the tips, I want to say again, happy holidays to everyone. And of course, this holiday, Dante, is going to look different, of course, different for a lot of us. Normally we would travel, normally we would have our traditions, which we still can. They just need to be introduced in a new way. So nonetheless, we can still enjoy the holiday and the purpose for the holiday. And we can do that without breaking the bank, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, without breaking the bank. So here we go. Get your pens and your paper, or your tablets, or whatever you have to write tonight.
I'm ready, Monica. I'm taking notes myself. I'm taking notes.
I'm going to go straight down the list. We have a lot of good nuggets that we want to share with you tonight. So give you an opportunity to grab something to write about. Even if you want to record this, we encourage you to do so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tip number one, shop on a budget. That's right. Shop on a budget. You have to have a budget. You have to know what you're going into and how much you're going to spend. A lot of research has said that if you spend just 1% of your income, so say for instance, your income is $150,000, and if you only spend 1% of that, you're doing good. So you definitely want to shop on a budget. So if your budget is 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, whatever it is, make sure you stay under budget. And how do you do that? Shop early, ladies and gentlemen. Shop early. A lot of stores are started their Black Friday earlier this year, so that's why you've seen on Black Friday the stores were empty. So that's a new strategy that they're using. So again, always make sure you shop on a budget. All right, so track your spending. That's number two, track your spending. All right. Rein and other spending, meaning if you're going to take those funds, make sure that you are managing those funds as a part of your budget. Okay. So make sure that you can do that. The next tip is choose time over money. Sometimes just spending time or baking cookies or baking goods or just showing up for a Christmas game can really take the place of a physical gift. So you can be creative for all of our creative people. So that's another point, okay? Shop early. Point number 6, shop early, especially for our ladies. Get in those stores early. We're just about 10, 12 days out for Christmas. So for most of us, all of our Christmas shopping is complete. But for next year, make sure you shop early. We're still talking about shopping on a budget for the holidays. All right, give fewer gifts. Give fewer gifts. Sometimes we have the whole laundry list. We got godsons and co-workers and in-laws and cousins and nieces and nephews. And by all means necessary, that is fine. But because we're in a pandemic, so we have to pivot differently this year. So I want to encourage you, buy fewer gifts. I'm gonna let that sink in for a moment. Buy fewer gifts. You know, we buy gifts for the dog, for the birds, everything. So just shorten that list so you're not overwhelmed financially. All right, so let's go on to our next point. Resist retail marketing. So you know when you go in the store and you see those signs, 70% off. Oh, wait a minute, I have a good one. Doorbusters. Doorbusters seem to wheel us right in. So you want to make sure that you resist retail marketing. I have another good one. You're sitting on the sofa, and all of a sudden, you see Macy's or Bloomingdale's having a 30% sale. And all of a sudden, you find yourself getting dressed and driving right to the mall. Or you find yourself just going online and making that purchase. So I want to encourage you tonight, as much as within you, whether it's 30, 40, 50%. If you don't have to, because we're in the pandemic, I'm going to encourage you to resist retail marketing because they're so good at it. Oh my God, those doorbuster sales, oh, you feel it calling your name. All
Monica,
right.
when they say 70% off, I mean, come on, who can resist?
I know. And you know what? I love Dick's Sporting Goods because I go in there and get all my golf attire and, you know, sneakers. And I'll go sometimes straight to the clearance rack because I hear it calling my name and saying, Monica, go ahead and make this purchase.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to exercise that discipline, Dante, so you can stay ahead for the year that you're getting prepared for. So those sales, you just gotta say no. So here's a good one. Use old gift cards. So sometimes we'll have gift cards that we have not used, especially like to even gift cards to restaurants. Because sometimes we'll collect them. I know I do, and kind of put them in my drawer or something like that. In fact, I still have one to Bahama Breeze Cheesecake Factory from last year. So definitely.
Monica, you're better than me because I used up all my Chipotle gift cards. They were gone within like 2 weeks.
Oh, I know. So use old gift cards. That's the best thing. So, and you can actually do some of your shopping for loved ones with those gift cards. So order online early, especially for all of us that love Amazon. You know, Amazon will take care of us. Dante on my block, I kid you not, all day long. Because my office, I can look right, of course, right out the front window. Amazon trucks. I promise you, they must live on my street all day long. They go from one neighbor to the next neighbor.
Monica, today the Amazon truck accidentally put my neighbor's boxes on my stoop, right? And as I went to grab it, he said, "Oh, hold on, wait a minute, wrong house."
I know, all day long. So order early online. So this way you don't have to get into those expedited charges. And you want to make sure that your gift, ladies and gentlemen, arrive on time. So especially those who like to kind of procrastinate a little, I want to encourage you tonight to definitely order online early, especially our Prime, Amazon Prime, they will take care of you. You can order Whole Foods, everything. Amazon, I'm an Amazon fan. So they will get you there and they will take care of you. I've never had a problem with Amazon. So shout out to Amazon. So we're still talking about online ordering. So why not combine point number 11? Why not combine your orders? So you're not paying all the fees. So I would list down, okay, I need a shirt for mom, for dad, Uncle Joe, Uncle Tommy, and order everyone's at the same time, even if it comes to you and then you just mail them out, or you can have the different delivery options. So again, not only just ordering online, but combining those orders, and you'll see those funds coming back into your pocket where you're actually able to save some money. So I'm gonna pause a moment because I know people have questions and writing this down, but we are on point number 11.
Monica, there are people already commenting that this is being so helpful. Don't stop. So I don't want to interject and break the rhythm. Can we get to point 12?
Yes, we can. So point number 12 is live by the list. All right, so make that list, check it twice, find out who's been naughty or nice, and whether they're going to make your list. So once you made that list, stick to it. We're still talking about budgeting for the holidays.
Yeah.
Okay, because remember, you have to live, and once those credit card bills come in, reality seems to really kick in December the 26th. Especially when you're buying a bunch of toys and you have a lot of people. So point number 12, live by the list. Okay, if you make the list, live by it. Don't add away. Don't take away. Okay. Point number 13, say no to random gift exchanges. Everybody want to pull names. And if you're spending 25 here, 50 here, some people have different budgets. I know my family, they do gift exchanges. Started out actually being $25 and now it's $50. And so slowly you do see people falling off because they have other gifts that they have to purchase. So learn how to say no to random gift exchanges. All right, so point number 14, go in on a group gift. Yes.
Yes, I like that idea.
Group gift. So if dad wants some accessories for his barbecue, grill, anything like that, especially for parents, I would encourage siblings get together, or if you sending them on a vacation or a cruise or whatever, make it a group gift. And so it's easier on everybody's pocket. So the siblings or cousins, uncles, whatever the case may be, or even coworkers, you split the tab. Smart, right?
Just told my sons that the other day concerning my birthday and Christmas gift, just for the record.
Oh, you want to put it out there just in case they're listening, right?
Absolutely. Keep going, Monica. I'm sorry.
All right. No. So the next one, guess what? Regift. Regifting is your best friend. So regifting is you receiving, first let me say this, regifting has kind of had a bad reputation, but I'm going to regift and unpack it this way, Daunta. If you've received a gift and you know you're not going to use it, and you know somebody else can benefit from using it, I would say regift it, repackage it, or put it in a new bag and give it as a gift. That way it's just not sitting in your closet or in your car, in the garage, in the basement, and collecting dust. So regifting, all right? So make regifting your friend. I know it has a bad reputation, but it's a good thing, and it's going to help put those coins back in your pocket, and that's what we want. Point number 16, make presents. You can make chocolate chip cookies. You can make little scarves, bracelets. There are so many little trinkets that you can actually make and give them as gifts. And it will save you a ton of money. So that's that. Point number 17, sell your stuff. Meaning if you make soap or facial, sell those items during the holiday. Pull the proceeds from that, and that will help you with your holiday shopping, right? So many times we have so many gifts and talents, on the inside of us. All we have to do is sell our own stuff. What is your passion? I don't care if it's making cakes. A lot of us are great bakers, cupcakes, pound cakes, key lime, whatever the case may be. Now, you know I'm a foodie, so that's why I'm picking up food. I'm talking about food. So sell your stuff during the holiday. Absolutely. Find vendors where you can go up and set up a table, whether it's t-shirts you have, but make good use of this time. All right, we have a few more that we're going to share with you on this. Point number 17, spend less on traditions. So if your tradition is everybody under 18 receives a gift from all the adults until they're 18, one of my girlfriends have this tradition. Hey, Dr. Lori, if you're watching. So they have this wonderful gift tradition of gift giving, but that means everybody in the family, if you're under 18, you receive a gift. So that is a lot of gifts, depending on how many kids you have.
Sure.
So spend less on tradition. All right. Next, get thrifty with stocking stuffers. You know, here in the South, we have this store called Five Below, Daunta. It's a great place for stocking stuffers. You know, for coworkers, for church family, for the little ones in the house, even for our pets. You know, so you can really rack up on those too. All right, you know, this is one of my favorite. Number 21, donate to a charity.
Oh, yes.
Donate to a 501c3 faith-based. There's a lot of charities that are doing great things. There's a lot of organizations out there that's feeding the homeless, that's really, really pouring into our communities, especially around the holidays. That is important. All right. Have a virtual party instead of a physical holiday party. And so we're all into this social distancing anyway. So have a virtual party. You can have 40, 50, 60 people on. Tell them to bring their favorite drink, non-alcoholic drink, that is, to the party. You can have like a beach themed party. You can have a ugly sweater party. Like there's so many things you can do to keep your spending at a minimum, especially during this pandemic. Then the next point, we're coming down to the end. Point number 24 is wrap gifts creatively. So meaning if you have leftover wrapping paper from last year, pull it out of the garage, dust it off, and use it. Okay. So, and then for those who are really into crafts, you may want to make Christmas bags and put the gifts in there. You certainly will be saving money. Michael's, which is a craft store here in the South, always have sales. So check out Hobby Lobby and those. So number 25 on point number 25 on our tip is be sentimental when it comes to giving. You don't have to always overdo it. You don't have to let people know. And most people would say, you know, my love language is gift giving or acts of kindness. Well, we know that is the case, but around the holidays, we have to really share the love. So those are 25 tips for saving money and still having a happy holiday. I'll pause a moment just to see if you all have any questions before we go into our next segment.
Yeah, so if there's anyone that has any questions, feel free to put them in the comment box, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. The life coach, Ms. Monica Jackson, will be answering all questions here this evening. So if you wish to put them in the comment box, do so, because you don't want this program to go by and say to yourself, man, I wish I could have asked Monica this. All right? Man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, goodness. Monica, tips on saving money. You were talking about particularly Michael's. Never forget, I was getting ready to spend $50 on a frame at Michael's. And when my aunt Just happened to be on the phone with her. She said, "Where you at, boy?" I said, "I'm at Michael's." She said, "Do you have the coupon?" I didn't even know Michael's took coupons. And when she sent me that 70% off coupon,
That was it.
everything was right in the world after that.
Absolutely. 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 So, yeah, I mean, when you're talking about going to Michael's and Hobby Lobby, you're talking about finding gifts there. You can find gifts there. You can make gifts there. They actually have classes to show you how to make like photo albums and t-shirts, tie-dye shirts. Like it's so many things that you could do without breaking the bank, ladies and gentlemen.
You're so right, Monica. You're so right. Wow. So these are wonderful tips that all of us can take advantage of to make sure that we are indeed saving money during this holiday season, right?
Absolutely. But there are some do's and don'ts when it comes to holiday shopping as well.
So, Monica, we're going to talk about those do's and don'ts, but we got to take a break real quick. We'll be right back to talk about the do's and don'ts during this holiday season.
Okay, awesome.
I want to talk to you about the stakes in this election as plainly as I can. If we're going to get this virus under control, get folks back to work, and make sure affordable health care is available for everybody, we've got to send people to Washington who aren't interested in playing political games or making themselves rich. We've got to elect folks who will get to work for people like you. That's why I'm supporting Reverend Raphael Warnock in the special election for Senate. Reverend Warnock's someone I've known for years. He's a man of great moral integrity, a leader in the truest sense of the word. He's spent his life pushing for justice, fighting to expand healthcare, protecting voting rights and the dignity of work. You don't find a lot of people in Washington like Reverend Warnock, and that's exactly why we got to get him there. Please join me in supporting Raphael Warnock for Senate.
I'm Raphael Warnock, and I know we can do better. That's why I approve this message.
We're back here on Lone Talk this evening with our special guest, who's really no special guest anymore, but she is our resident life coach, Miss Monica Jackson, who's here tonight helping us with saving tips during this holiday season. And in our first segment, we went over literally 25 money-saving tips, everything that you need to know to save you just, if I can say it this way, Long Talk family, a bunch of money, right? Because we really know that this is a year that we have seen a lot of job losses. We've seen a lot of scaling back of employment. And so we know that many individuals are rethinking and re-looking at how we approach the Christmas season. And so we wanted to tonight provide you with the resources to help you not go into debt and not pull your hair out, but rather take this information and learn on these tips, these secret tips. And I call them secret because if everybody knew it, we wouldn't have a need to have this long talk tonight, right?
Absolutely.
But we are here tonight to talk about these tips. So listen, Monica, I want to ask you this. There are some do's and don'ts when it comes to us shopping and, as you talked about earlier, not falling for the doorbusters and things like that. But there are some even more critical do's and don'ts to us in this holiday season. Talk to us about these do's and don'ts that we should.
Dante, there is a rules of engagement to everything, and there's a rules of engagement of do's and don'ts when it comes to holiday giving. In other words, there's etiquette. I call it gift giving etiquette that people need to know, and some people do things just out of not knowing. So tonight we want to help you to understand when you're given a gift to have these in mind. So I've jotted down about 11 or 12 of them. We'll try to get through as many as we can tonight. I'm going to kind of go through. I'll share the do and then I'll share the don't. All right. So don't number one, don't spend a ton of money on unnecessary gadgets. Do give any technology obsessed friend or family member the gift of an extra battery life. So if you're giving some kind of gadget, make sure you throw the batteries in there. Batteries are always on sale. All right, number 2, don't buy, oh boy, don't buy underwear or lingerie for people who aren't your significant other. I'm going to repeat that. Don't buy underwear or lingerie for people who aren't your significant other. Now I'm going to move right off there. I'm going to let that sink for a moment, okay? Do shop for a cozy pair. Now, so I'm sharing with you, don't buy lingerie for someone that's not your significant other. But here's now, ladies and gentlemen, what you can do. Do shop for a cozy pair of flannel pajamas instead. There's a safe bet and something people don't always think to buy for themselves. So I'm saying stay away from the lingerie, but you can go for a pair of PJs and pajamas because we always love those. All right.
Monica, listen, I got to stop you right there. Everybody in my family knows. You want to make Dante Long happy? Lacoste pajamas.
Yes.
And somebody found out that normally in most department stores they're upward of $75, but if you go to outlets and other retail stores, you can get them for much, much cheaper. And boy, when my family found that out, but hey fam, if you're watching, I still could use more pajamas. Just gonna put that out there. Keep going, Monica. I'm so sorry.
You can always, Dante, use a good pair of pajamas. And guess what? Pajamas are in the safe zone. So you want to stay in safe zone, especially if it's, somebody else's spouse or somebody, husband or whatever. You want to make sure you stay in the safe zone. So buy them pajamas. So if you know, like Dante shared tonight, if you know the brand and what they like, buy that. Stay away from the lingerie and the underwear. I'm telling you, you want a very peaceful Christmas. All right. So don't be afraid to place or upgrade something they will not or will use every day. So I'll repeat that. Don't be afraid to replace or upgrade something they will use every day. So like a watch or a phone or something like that. That's perfectly fine. So, but here's your do. Do be practical and consider their everyday needs. Things like slippers and dress socks get worn out over time. So you're doing them a favor by buying them a replacement before it eventually happens to them. All right. So number 4, I'm going to kind of go through this a little faster. Here's your don't. Don't buy fine jewelry unless you know the person's taste. Don't buy fine jewelry unless you know the person's taste or that they bookmark something specific that you are shopping for. Okay. So especially with fine jewelry, because it's it's very expensive. So make sure that you check that out. Okay. Do be personal, like a necklace with their initials on it or something like some thoughtful gift of that nature. Okay.
Sure.
Don't spend money on perfume or cologne unless you know their favorite scent. Oh, I cannot begin to tell you. That is a gift nightmare. Listen, you're talking about getting that gift re-gift. I see it all the time. If it's not their scent, as soon as they unwrap it, here, girl, you want this? Hey, I got this. So make sure that you're not spending a lot of money on perfume if you do not know what their taste is. Also, I want to encourage everybody, this is not part of my notes, but gift giving as it relates to purchasing gift cards is always safe.
Always safe.
They can always, Dante, use it. I'm going to pause a moment and let that sink in. Buying those gift cards, you can go to Walgreens, Publix, Kroger's. For those who are in the Maryland area, all your grocery stores have it.
Gift cards to gas stations are never a bad idea either, just for the
I
record.
love that idea. I love it. Absolutely. Because you always, talking about those everyday needs we just mentioned, people always going to need a little gas. So absolutely. All right. So don't get scented candles, there's much less risk of someone hating it. So you have to be very careful when it's talking about scents and colognes and perfumes, because everybody is different. So make sure that you know what they are looking for.
I found this out a couple years ago. Everybody's not into Yankee Candle, right?
Right, right, exactly. Because some of them have some crazy scents, and some of them have lovely scents, and it's just what your preference is.
Sure.
So just make sure that you know that. All right. So don't buy bed sheets for someone unless you know the size of the mattress. I know it's a little comical, but this is true. Don't buy bed sheets unless you know the size of the mattress. Okay? Because more than likely you're gonna have to take it back to the store, take it back to JCPenney's, Bed Bath and Beyond, Macy's, Bloomie's, wherever you're shopping. So make sure you do that. Okay. Don't shy away from giving gift cards or money. So that's what I just made that point. Money it's a very practical gift, and people could just go and buy what they want. You're always safe with money and gift cards. All right.
So you're going to dispel the notion for anybody this year saying, but I just don't know what to get, right?
Right, because you can just go right in Target. Or you can just go in Target and get all the gift cards you want. Go into your local drugstore and get all the gift cards you want. And that
Go
way
to your local grocery store and get all
the cards. Absolutely. All right, so don't think too seasonal when you are gift shopping, because guess what? If it's going to go out of season, then it'll sit on their table or under the tree, and then it goes into that bin, that storage bin. So make sure if you are shopping seasonal, that is something that they can have some shelf life to. All right. Here's a do. Do give gifts that can actually be used year round. So give a gift that can actually be used year round. So like a nice scarf or a nice umbrella, anything that could be just used year round, a nice artificial plant or something like that, or a tools for men, socks for men. I know you guys said you guys are always getting socks.
I've got that one aunt that's been giving me tube socks ever since I was, however old I was. I can count on her, but Auntie, thank you. She calls me on my birthday every year, and she gives me socks for Christmas every year. And I love her with all my heart. Say anything against her, and I'm coming for you, all right?
So my brother, we exchanged gifts, and he was like, well, it's no use in me opening my gifts because I already know it's going to be a belt and some socks. So that's why I'm laughing, because they're going to get socks. Maybe a robe every now and then. So here's another don't. Don't buy tickets to a show unless you can talk, unless you confirm that they're available on the date of the show or the concert. I'm going to say that again. Don't buy tickets to a show unless you have, talked to them and say, hey, I would like to get this for your Christmas gift. Will you be available to the Elton John show or to the Sierra show or whatever show you're going to, or Yanni, to go see Yanni, whatever the case may be? Make sure that they know. All right.
Monica, the show, you buy tickets to Broadway and you live in Atlanta, and then the time that you want to go, there's a snowstorm and all the flights are canceled. I've seen that happen before. Move on.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we got two more here. Don't show up to a holiday party without a small gift for the host. Now we're talking about holiday etiquette.
Whoa. Say that again, Monica.
Don't show up to the holiday party unless you have a small gift for the host. It's etiquette. It's holiday etiquette. I don't care if it's a bottle of wine, or just some small gift that you can bring to the host. Absolutely, if they're hosting a party. Okay.
Make a special note of that, Monica. I learned something new tonight.
Absolutely. So you can bring a bottle of wine. Just like I said, if it's, if they drink alcohol, that's what you want to do. Okay. So in cases like the don't, and this is our final don't buy large like suitcases unless you know what that person's preference is. Like, so my preference for a suitcase is Tommy, which is by Tommy Hilfiger. I like them because the suitcases are sturdy. A lot of people like to give traveling gifts. You know, whether it's the briefcase, whether it's your laptop case. You know, especially for students, backpacks. Make sure that it's something that they can use, especially for our students, because you know, right after the holidays, most times they go back to campus. So they can't take these big suitcases because they don't have the storage. So just be mindful of when you are shopping for a student that's in college, okay? Because you know, they live in those little compacted, confined dorms. All right, so my final do for our healthy holiday tips is do enjoy the holidays at all costs.
Oh, yes.
We have one life to live. All right, hopefully we're over this pandemic very soon. So I would say the biggest do is to enjoy your family. Enjoy them, let them know that you love them, and spend a lot of time with them this holiday season.
Oh, Monica, you are so right. I hate to keep internalizing everything, but the greatest thing that allowed me to celebrate my birthday this weekend was family. Because we haven't been able to get together all year because of COVID, but to have just a few, and we couldn't get all the family, of course, the older ones and even my mom and others who are, you know, a bit older, but to have those family members present and to have just good food and laughing and joking and being merry. There's nothing else better in the world, right?
Right, absolutely.
You could be on a cruise ship, you could be on an exotic island, and I see it every day. People are doing that. But the truth is, there's absolutely nothing better in the world than that last point you just made, just to enjoy.
Enjoy and be present in the moment. So that means while Christmas dinner is going on, I know you may say, well, Monica, this is common sense. But in today's technology, everybody is on their phone, even at the dinner table. I want to encourage you tonight that when your family gather, whether it's singing Christmas carols, be present, be in the moment, turn that phone off, turn those video games off, make your children turn those video games off because every moment counts. We've seen that through 2020, every moment counts.
Every moment.
The narrative can change like that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Monica, you are so right. Whew. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. And I'm taking note of that again. I'm going to write that down. Again, this weekend while celebrating, I started getting an influx of calls. I was eating some of the best food, and when the phone rang, it was a conference call, and I got on it. The owner of the restaurant, never met him in my life, but he came over to me. He said, man, it's your birthday. Put the phone down.
Wow.
I said, you right. He said, and because you did, I'm going to get you another order on me and some ice cream. I said, whoa, you gotta be joking. And I learned a very valuable lesson. Yes, the phone call was important. Strategizing, I'm working with a lot of the religious organizations with this campaign and so forth. And, while we're in political season, we're going back and forth and strategizing and doing all this. But while we were celebrating and my family was all together, as I told you just moments ago, I'm taking note of that again because you're really helping me tonight, Monica. I can't speak for anybody else. I know many are watching on Facebook and YouTube and others. But tonight you're helping me because I'm just making sure that I abide by the rules that you're saying here on Lone Talk. So let me first of all apologize for not doing it in times past. But you're saying in this holiday season, enjoy every single moment.
And be present, Daunta. Because we're so easily distracted of what's going on the TV. Of course, we're in this political climate of things changing. Our nation is getting ready to see a major change in leadership, a change in the guards. So there is a lot of competing priorities. I get it. But when it comes down to just the simple things of having dinner, especially this holiday season, make sure you stay connected, you stay in tune. I don't care if you got to play Uno 50 times. You know, if that's what the family is doing, be present, do it, and that is the biggest do.
Monica, I love it. I love it. I love it. What a long talk we've had here tonight.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. Monica, before we go, any particular stores that our Long Talk audience needs to visit to get a lot of these discounts? I don't want us to leave tonight without at least telling people where they can go. People are yeah, just tell us where can we go? Where can we go tonight?
There's a lot of retailers, and they're not paying me to say this, but there's a lot of retailers that are digging deep with their sales this year. Of course, the holiday season shopping is very different for us this year. One, because everything's online, Dante. If you go into some of these major, like the brick and mortar stores, you'll see them a little empty because Old Navy, everybody is curbside service. So
and these special sales that go on at special random times. My wife was just telling me this morning, this particular store's sales going to start at 9 o'clock. So I got to stop everything I'm doing.
Well, you know what? Not only is retail going deep into the sales, but also the airline industry. You can get my sister just actually purchased a round trip ticket from Miami on Delta for $89. She did that this week. So yeah, so not only retails, but here's a couple things that you can consider for all of our pet lovers. A company called Chewy. It's just chewy.com. You can go there, and it is just a heaven of all types of dog products, dog food, stuff that they'll need. Also, the Google store is offering some stuff. Kohl's, for those who have Kohl's in your area. Petco, again, for our pet lovers, are offering great sales. They have great customer service. Rosetta Stone, for those who want to learn a new language this year or challenge yourself, pick up the app Rosetta Stone. It's great. You can learn Spanish, Portuguese.
Wow.
Over like 200 different languages. So you can definitely go to rosetta.com. All the stores that I'm mentioning that have great sales, you can definitely find them online. Fitbit, that's the little system that we put on our wrist to kind of help us see how many steps we have, how many more steps we need to go before we can accomplish our goals. So you can pick them up at Target. You can order them online. Okay, for those who have belts at Macy's, always great service, great customer service. You can go there and shop for everybody: pajamas, jewelry, shoes, apparel, makeup. Those stores like Macy's and Belts are like a one-stop shop. Okay, and they have a lot of trending items for the ladies. We like a lot of trending stuff. Academy Sports is excellent because it has everything. You can get barbecue grills, barbecue accessories, camping. You can get shoes. You can get apparel. You can get just about anything at that particular store. Even Ancestry.com. So this holiday, if you want to find out who you are connected with, they're actually offering great deals. If you want to kind of dig deep into your roots and see what the next generation or has been for the last 4 or 5 years, you can do that as well. And of course, places like Michael have great stuff that you can do crafts with or pick up stuff, learn a new art. So those are just, Dante, some of the stores that I've seen. Of course, Best Buy, always having a great sale. BrandSmart, that's where I got my washer and dryer. They have great customer service. So get out there, get your shopping done, but be safe. Be safe, stay tuned, and stay connected.
Wonderful, Monica. Wonderful. Listen, thank you so very much for taking the time to talk to us in this tonight. Shopping on a budget, not going into debt. I want to say to everybody, as I always say, you can connect with Miss Monica. Connect with her on Instagram, but then also let me tell you, go to her new website, monicajacksonwellness.com, that you can find out many of these tips and much, much more. That website is full of so much resourceful information. Boy, it can really change your life. And so you want to definitely go by, check her out, stay connected, and continue to enjoy this holiday season. Monica, as always, we're indebted to you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to do life not only with you, Daunta, but our listening audience. And that's what it's all about, helping us get through this holiday season and having a wonderful time doing it. I think the worst is behind us. So I hope that everybody will really have a wonderful Christmas. And thanks again for the invitation. It's always great to be on the show.
Thank you. Thank you. You enjoy the balance of the night, Monica.
All right. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Take care. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Friends, what a night. I hope that you learned something. I know I did. I took notes. I've got some things that I must improve on, act on, and make sure that I resource those that are around me. So hopefully you did the same. Listen, tonight, there may be somebody that you're thinking all throughout this show. You said, man, they need to hear this. They really, he needs to hear this. She got to hear this. Do them a favor. Connect them by sharing this broadcast. Do so. Again, you know it. You can go to Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and Twitter and just connect with us. Replay this conversation over and over and over again so that you can improve and become more efficient. Long are the days when we come out of Christmas with our heads between our shoulders thinking, how in the world am I going to repay all that I spent? And so tonight I pray that you heard wonderful information that will help you save those dollars, that will help you pre-plan, and will also assist you in making sure that you get the best bang for your dollar. Because here at Lone Talk, yes, we are always looking for ways to improve everyone's quality of life. But as we say all the time, effective communication takes time. So thank you so much for listening. Again, get out to that poll. I'm telling you again, I know I'm getting on your nerves, but I need you to get out to that poll. And I need you to early vote. Started yesterday. It's going to go all month long. Get out and in record numbers, please make sure that you cast that ballot. All right? Well, listen, we've got to go. We'll be back on Thursday night. Looking forward to having another meaningful Lone Talk with you. Until then, you be blessed. We love you. And we'll be back on Thursday night for another Lone Talk. Take care.
Follow us on Facebook at Daunta A. Long. Follow us on Instagram at Daunta Long. Follow us on YouTube at Daunta A. Long. Thank you for tuning in to Lone Talk.